face mask. All right, join us right now is the man that you saw right there. He's a two-time Pro Bowler. He's the only player in NFL history with 2 or more sacks and multiple Super Bowls. How about that? And he can show you the rings to prove it. He's a member of the Giants Ring of Honor as well. Please welcome to the breakfast table the one, the only, Justin Tuck to the building.
What's up, Mr. Tuck?
You guys got a lot of energy. At 7 o'clock in the morning.
We're going to bring it. Just like you brought it on the field, your career was amazing. But those big moments, the Super Bowl games, it's one thing to win the ring, to get to the top of the mountain. It's another thing to be a huge part of why you guys run it, why you guys want it. How does that feel? How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's awesome, man. Especially to do it in a town like New York City, and to do it against arguably, the best franchise lately in that team up in Boston. But
you have to throw arguably in there. I don't think it's arguably.
Listen, arguably. No, but
in Boston.
Just the 18-0 year, man. I mean, like to be a part of something like that, where you kind of denied a team from arguably being the greatest of all time. We had a great run, great guys, man. Everybody, that was just a team effort. We didn't have any superstars. Obviously, we had a Hall of Famer, Michael Strahan, and so on and so forth. But that team was a team, and we kind of helped each other to pull those games off.
Well, you had superstar performances. I was at MetLife on Sunday. I looked up, I saw the Ring of Honor, saw your name there. They didn't get the win, but they've got a short week this week, Thursday night. It's a redo of those Super Bowls. The Patriots head-to-head with the Giants yet again. What are you looking for in that game?
I agree with somebody else on this panel today and said I would love to see Eli Manning come back out.
Oh,
come on.
Wait.
It would be awesome.
Justin, let's have it.
You're not serious about that.
Not happening.
Nostalgic, right? Well, obviously, I love what Daniel Jones is doing. I think he has solidified what they saw to draft him that early in the first round this year. He's going to make rookie mistakes and so on and so forth, but I do think that he is a quarterback of the future, and I'm very excited to see him play. Thursday night is going to be a tough task. Obviously, the Patriots are on another historic run. Now it's the defense that's doing all, that's getting all the noise. So, listen, we got a tough task, but I know one thing about us, we do, the Giants for some reason do play very well against New England, especially up there. And I know Sherman's going to have the guys ready to play. We're a little short-handed. I don't think Saquon is going to play. In a lot of ways, I hope he doesn't. I would love to see him, continue to get healthy. We're missing another one of our wideouts and so on and so forth. But there's no excuses here. It's a National Football League, and we got to go up there and play football. And that's, obviously the Patriots are going to want to come and continue to set the tone and give their fans a lot of things to cheer about that night. So it's a challenge.
You mentioned the Giants. Everyone thinks about the Super Bowls, but Jake Ballard had the big play. Like, you guys go up into Foxborough all those times in the regular season. You would always give Brady fits. Eli was always the quarterback, and I think there's this revisionist history now from people in the media, like, is Eli a Hall of Famer? But people who played with Eli are definitive. Yes.
Flat out. Not even a question.
The case for Eli, does it even need to be made?
Well, I mean, listen, I think Hall of Fame is more than what you do on the field. Obviously, he has the numbers. Look at his stats. He's top 10 in every statistical category that we care about as a quarterback, right? So let's take that away. Think about what he's been able to do for 16 years in New York City. Never had any complaints about him from a character standpoint, from a personal standpoint. And if I look at the Hall of Fame, I also look at both sides of it, what you are as a player, but also what you identify with and what you showcase as far as your character and as a person. And when I talk about a teammate, you see how definitive all his ex-teammates are for a reason. Because we see this guy day to day, in and out, what he means to that franchise and what he's meant to all of us. And, as a friend, obviously I'm biased, but I just don't see how you can even make the argument that he's not a Hall of Famer.
Wish we could have him out there on Thursday.
Right? Look, I want to put Dave Tyree out there, too. I want them all back.
Call us all back.
Justin, we see guys do all kinds of different things after they leave the game. They open car washes. They start record labels. Later today, Nate will be talking to Ty Burrell about his new fragrance. Nate's crushing it. You got your MBA from the Wharton School of Business and are a VP for Goldman Sachs. It's amazing. What is your life like right now, and how'd you go that direction?
It's busy. That's like, listen, I just knew that at the time when I retired, I had a 5.5-year-old, a 2.5-year-old, and they were not going to remember anything I did on the football field as far as building a legacy for what they were going to be as men. So I knew that I couldn't sit down and retire and play golf and drink a beer and smoke a cigar and watch you guys every morning, right? So what did I want my legacy to be to my kids? That put something in my head that I should go back and get my MBA. And my wife had did it a few years previously, so I knew what that process was like. The whole Goldman thing, that's a long story. We don't have enough time. But I had some previous relationships there, and they found out that I wanted to be in finance, and they recruited me, so it worked out, and I'm blessed to work with some of the smartest minds in finance on a day-to-day basis, and titans of business in the people I deal with every day. So I'm almost looking at it like, I'm getting paid to learn. I'm working with people in healthcare and tech and real estate and so on and so forth, which I kind of know a little bit about. But when you're working with titans of business there, you learn something every day. Every day that phone rings, I have to be on my P's and Q's because you never know what that question is on the other line. So I am an adrenaline junkie. And football used to be my adrenaline. Now it's spreadsheets and meeting people that have a whole lot more money than me.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. What an incredible transition. Now, you're here on behalf of the Mayo Clinic.
Yes.
And this is, you're an ambassador for Comeback Player of the Year, which is an award given to college players. And you know about that. You tore your ACL your junior year in Notre Dame. Tell us a little bit about that award.
Yeah, I just, when this opportunity came up, like you said, I had dealt with something like this while I was playing, had an opportunity to possibly leave my junior year and enter the league, but had that ACL and had to come back and had to refocus my mind, and I struggled a little bit. So I do identify with guys and gals who have some type of adversity to hit them in their college playing career. So when this came up, I definitely wanted to be a part of it. I definitely wanted to kind of utilize my situation and my experience in this to hopefully help these recipients or these people be identified, but also to help them understand what it should feel like and what their mindset should be going back. Because I always tell people, man, your body can do anything your mind tells it to. It's a lot of times when you've had these type of injuries that your mind says, oh, I can't run as fast as I used to, or I can't make that cut, or I can't, jump that high, blah, 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 blah. So I think, what the Mayo Clinic is doing a great job of also bringing the light to those people who have went through adversity like this and came back, and a lot of them are stronger than ever.
That's awesome, man. Hey, listen, you're stronger than ever. You're doing your thing at a very high level. The true testament of what you can do on the field, but more importantly, after your playing days over.
Thank you.
Justin Tuck, everybody.
You're the man. Thanks for coming, dude.
Did you happen to catch the game last night?
I caught a little bit of it.
Did you catch any of that Richard Sherman action going on?
Listen, Richard's my dude.
Yeah.
Well, your boy Richard, your dude, had a lot to say about Baker Mayfield after the game. We're going to dig into that. And Aaron Jones got into the end zone 4 times. He even waved, but he also was pretty angry, Kyle.
Oh, was he, Kay? You don't even know. He had
Time to break out our power ranking.
Uh-oh.
Nate did the first couple of weeks. I'm doing a couple of weeks. We're going to pass this around, but let's do who is my top 5 going into week 6 in a little segment we call Fight My 5.
All right.
Number 5. Don't forget how good this team looked on Thursday night. We're doing a bunch of talk about Sunday and Monday.
What you got?
I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks, number 5. And if you didn't see Tyler Lockett's catch, it was one of the greatest catches you will ever see in an NFL game. And we joked and said it was so good it looked like Jerry West, the logo for the NBA, the logo. And Tyler Lockett's catch should be the logo for Nate's toe drag swag. The great Victoria Edwards, our graphic artist, worked on this all night.
What?
Vicky. I love it. I love it. That is Tyler Lockett over the logo. That is our new logo for not only toe drag swag, but for the rest of eternity for the
That's incredible.
Fire.
Tyler Lockett, like the Jordan logo, like the Jerry West logo. That was the toe drag swag. It is sick.
Well done. That was nice right there.
That's it. Thank you.
Well done.
Good
Well
job.
done.
Appreciate it. Number 4, let's go. Last night, the Niners, unbelievable. They're undefeated.
Top 5?
Top 5, they're in. I had them last week at 5. They move up a point to 4. And, I think about the Niners, and you can think about the players. Did you guys notice how cool Kyle Shanahan was dressed last night?
The hat!
The hat was
Oh, my gosh,
insane.
the hat was so
Let's
cool.
see the hat for Kyle Shanahan. This might be your cool Blink-182 dad.
It was. Yo, what up, bro?
Flat brim, long bag. Like, he just looked like he
He's the
was.
best.
Yeah, he's a big Lil Wayne fan. This guy is maybe your coolest coach in the NFL.
Did you name his kid Carter?
You did name his kid Carter. after Lil Wayne. Like, it's crazy.
Peter, he looks like he's longboarding through Huntington Beach, and I
Exactly
absolutely
right.
love it.
Exactly
Longboarding?
Longboarding, yeah.
That's it. Kyle Shanahan, maybe the coolest looking coach in the NFL
Love
right now.
social distortion. Big social D guy.
He loves social D. That's it.
Bad religion.
That's
Come on.
great. Number 3. Let's go to number 3. I'm staying in the NFC. They beat